Hello viewers, welcome back to my channel. In today's lesson, we'll be solving a question from the WAEC past question on the topic changing the subject or formula. If you're joining us for the first time, you should check the description box for the link to the introduction on this topic. Now let's start with what we'll have for the day. We'll have if P equals to m over 2 minus n squared over 5m, we are to make n the subject of the relation and find correct to three significant figures the value of n when p is equal to 14 and m equals to minus 8. Now the question II, what it stands for is, after we are done making n the subject of formula, with the formula we've gotten, we are to substitute p as 14 and substitute m as minus 8. Let's start with the question for the day. If p is equal to m over 2 minus n squared over 5m. With the look of our question, what we're going to do here is to find the LCM. Now LCM for 2 and 5m is equal to 10m. So introducing the LCM to the question, we'll be having p equal to all over 10m. We'll have 10m divided by 2 will give us 5m. So we'll write 5m multiplied by, what do we have at the numerator there? We'll have m minus 10m. 10m divided by 5m will give us 2 multiplied by n squared. We'll close the bracket. So expressing further, our p becomes 5m multiplied by m gives us 5m squared minus 2 times n squared gives us 2n squared all over 10m. So the next thing we have to do is to cross multiply, which is, when we cross multiply, this should be over 1. So p times 10m will give us 10mp equals to 5m squared minus 2n squared times 1 gives us 5m squared minus 2n squared. So the next thing we're going to do is to take 5m squared to the left hand side so that minus 2n squared remain on its own. So which is 10mp minus 5m squared equals to minus 2n squared. So judging from the way our expression is now, remember that we are to make n the subject of the relation. So we'll divide through by minus 2, which is the coefficient of n squared. So dividing through by minus 2, we'll have 10mp minus 5m squared equal to minus 2n squared. Divide by minus 2, divide by minus 2, divide by minus 2. So on the left hand side, 2 here 1, 2 in 10 gives us 5. So because we have minus at the denominator, it will actually affect our answer, which will become minus 5mp. Now, minus and minus. Remember from the rule of sign, minus times minus gives us plus. So the same thing will actually occur to minus divided by minus will actually give us plus. So we'll have plus 5m squared over 2 equal to minus 2 cancel minus 2, we'll have n squared. So what we're going to do on the left hand side, minus shouldn't be outside. So we can actually rearrange the question so that the negative sign will be inside. We'll be having 5m squared over 2 minus 5mp equals to n squared. Now looking at our expression, we have n squared and we have to make n the subject of formula. Since this is square, to eradicate the square or to eliminate the square, we'll have to square root both sides. So which will give us 5m squared over 2 minus 5mp equals to n squared. So square roots both sides. This is what we'll have. Now, square roots cancel square. We'll have n equal to plus or minus roots 5m squared over 2 minus 5mp. This is the subject of formula. So it isn't advisable to leave our answer like this. Let's take the value or the letter n to the left hand side. It becomes n equal to plus or minus roots 5m squared over 2 minus 5mp. So this is what we'll have, making n the subject of formula. So this is the answer for question I. So the next thing for question II is that we should solve this expression when p is equal to 14 and m is equals to minus 8. So bringing down the expression, this becomes n equal to plus or minus square root 5, what's our m? Minus 8 square all over 2 minus 5, m is minus 8 and p is 14. So this becomes n equal to plus or minus square root 5 minus 8 square gives us 64 over 2. Now minus 5 minus 8 gives us plus 40 times 14. So we express further n equal to plus or minus square roots. So 2 here 1, 2 in 64 will have 32. 32 times 5 gives us 160 plus 40 times 14 gives us 560. So therefore, n equal to plus or minus root 160 plus 560 gives us 720. 720. Hence, the value n is equals to plus or minus root 720 will give us 26.8328. Remember our question said give your answer to 3 significant figures. So therefore, n is approximately plus or minus 26.8 in 3 significant figures. This is it. Thank you very much for joining me today. See you in my next class. Bye.